Hi guys and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a pick a card reading. I've never done this before, but I have gotten so many requests to do this, so I will do it today. The question, I don't do yes no questions because I think everything has an energy flow, so nothing can be like a simple yes and a simple no. So how I'm doing it is, whatever question in your mind is, you can ask that question, like whether will this relationship work or not, or what should I do ahead, or should I take the vaccine or not, what is COVID doing to the world, what is world going through. You can have any question that you have in your mind, and I'm going through and you can choose a pile. I'll go through each one of these cards, and I will tell you which pile says what, and you can accordingly decide for yourself. Two things: if you like the video, please share it with everyone and subscribe the channel. Second, very important, if there are some questions for pick a card reading on your mind and you want me to answer those questions or do a pick a card reading based upon those questions, send those to me. And one of the most important things is that if it works for you, do let me know in the comment section, because then only will I continue those. If they are not working for you, then I will not continue these. So just let me know if they are working for you and if you are getting your answers. So you can take them as pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, or blue pile, red pile and black pile. So you can choose either ways you want to. And I am a little technically challenged, so I will not be able to give you timestamps that are clickable, but yes, I will write the time lines in the not in the description box, in the name of the video or the title. I will write the times there, and you can scroll down to that particular timeline and then I'll watch your pile. So I'm going to start with pile number 1. I've done the Hindi video, so I know which are the cards, because when I took out the cards, I didn't know what the cards are. I just took out what are the cards that jumped out for each pile. But I know pile number 1 is the most beautiful pile of all three, though all three piles have good messages for you guys. So pile number 1 is a pile which says that whatever is happening in your life, it is all just, it is all right, it is how it should be happening, and it is important for you to keep your eyes open. It is important for you to look at everything, take balanced steps forward and move forward. There is a new relationship, or there is already an existing relationship that is going to work out for you. There's a decision that will be made. So this relationship is not necessarily only relationship like a love relationship. This can be a partnership in work. This can be something that you're very passionate about, you want to do, any passion of yours, anything that you love to do, anything that you want to move forward to. This is a very, very positive pile for that. The answer is definitely yes, that you can move ahead and do what you want to do. The third card that I have is a card of 9 of Cups. That's a card of wish fulfillment. If you see, there is money filled box here, there's jewelry and there's everything. This person is dancing full of joy, so there are wish fulfillments that are happening. And then the last card is even more beautiful. It's a happy home card. It's like everybody is happy, there is happy home, there is money, there is success, there is everything that you wanted. So if there is a money issue or a business issue, the answer is yes. The justice will happen, the things will flow into your life. If it is any kind of inheritance, the answer is yes, because the money will flow into your life. It is about relationships, this will go to the marriage. It is about a legal case, there is justice, so definitely things will flow fine. If it is about COVID or COVID vaccination, you can take a decision, be happily, everything is going to be fine. It's all positive, and these are all positive, very, very positive, very, very bright cards for you. If we talk about the surrender message for you guys, so surrender message for you guys is surrender stress. It says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you have built up in your body. Let the stress go, and as you come back to your center. So please meditate, deep breathing, practice deep breathing, balance your energies, and know that there is nothing for which you should take stress. Don't take any stress, be happy, move ahead, follow the right routine, follow the right path, and just believe everything is going to be good and happy and positive. So there is nothing that you should be worried about. You have the messages on the same tone. You know, the cards have messages in the same tone, despite of I didn't pick them up for a particular pile, but the tone is just the same of the cards. The third card that you have, like angel message, it says, Have fun. It says stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly? Something totally unlike you. Something just for the joy of it. It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. We all have the need to play and leave the adult responsibilities behind for a little while. Step away from your desk or what you are doing and release your inhibitions. Feel free to shout and laugh and jump in the air and feel the connection with your inner child again. By placing this card in your hand, because you can't place this in your hand, you can just think about this card. Spirit is letting you know that you must engage in more hobbies and activities that are purely centered on having fun. If you have always wanted to learn to sing, dance or play a new sport, then it's time. Maybe you have been drawn to a stage to act or wanted to try comedy. This is the ideal moment to go for it. You are a physical being as well as a spiritual being, so having fun will balance all of you. Have fun, so you deserve it. That's why these messages of this pile are very beautiful, that you just have to move ahead, have fun, everything is coming into your life, be more passionate, love what you're doing, keep moving forward, everything happy is going to come into your life. And the last message that I have, and I love these cards, these are Wisdom of Oracle deck deviation cards, and they're very beautiful, the messages are very accurate. This is again a beautiful message. This is card number 7, because it's 43, 4 plus 3, 7. This card says deep knowing. It says intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are part of but cannot see with the naked eyes. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You are given information that may make no sense whatsoever to a logical mind or 5 senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then act accordingly. You are now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive the answers from unusual resources. And this is something that I can tell you guys, that our inner self always gives us answers. There are information that is flown to us and there are a lot of missing lines in that information, and we believe it. We just believe in it on the face value. We have the ability to get answers. We have the ability, but we only want to perceive which is logical to our 5 senses. Spirit, soul or the world is beyond your logic. It's beyond the mind. That it's much more than the mind, and this is the time you believe in it. A relationship message for you is, there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that the person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you are connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey. So pay attention. 2 hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen, and you have a card of Lovers. So absolutely, for a relationship, there is a big yes. It's going to lead to something. The prosperity message or a career message is, this is the time when your hunches will play a large dividends if you listen to them. Take the risk and act. Within you, there is an oracular consciousness, a higher and a deeper knowing that transcends the mechanism of smaller thinking mind. At the deep level of your intuitive senses, you have an access point to the genius of the collective, the energies of all thinkers and creators, all inventors and leaders, and all that you need in order to leap into success are available to tune into. When you tune into your own inner mind, your consciousness, the consciousness of everybody is attached there, and at times that's why you get ideas which are like out of the box. And that's what this card is saying, that believe in your intuition, connect to the consciousness, the bigger consciousness, and and you will get the ideas or things that you would have not even thought of. And if you act, this is an act of listening intently, past the busy mind, your genius awaits. So when you actually let go of that busy mind, let go of those logics, and just believe in your intuition and let things flow to you, you will get some ideas which are wonderful, beautiful, and that will take your life to another level altogether. There's prosperity, there's abundance. And this part of the message is most important. This is the protection message. This says you are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again. So tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you are suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time of recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries. Take a salt bath, empty your mind, and get back to you. It's not the time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no, thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? So anything that is coming to you which is negative, anybody who's saying you anything negative, anybody who's guiding you or telling you anything negative, this is the time to tell them no, thank you. Focus on yourself, focus on your energies, focus on your inner power. Everything is beautiful, wonderful, and it will work wonderfully well for you. The second pile is the red pile, the number 2 pile, and here are the messages of this pile. Now here, if you see, there is a female who's sitting here. She's crying, she's sad, or she's into a bad situation, into a problem, like a lot of us are at this point in time. Now here is a handsome, good looking man with very attractive eyes, and he's a devil. He's extending his hand saying that, okay, I will help you, I'm here to help you, don't worry. But if you see, he just wants you to be your puppet and wants to be more fearful, more sad, more problematic, more stressful. And that is why it is very important that you see that you don't have to actually be sad or problematic in the situation that you are. If you actually gather your energies together, you have the key right here. You're not closed anywhere. You can actually open the door and move out. But because you are into your sadness, into fears, into deeply involved into the negativity, that's where you are attracting this negative person who is actually telling you that this person is going to help you, but there is actually a big negativity attached to this person. And you need to realize this. You need to realize that anything that is negative is not good. Anything that is sad, that is fearful, is not good. You don't have to be afraid of anything. You don't have to be negative about anything. The other 2 cards that I have is Queen of Wands, and if you see, there is Queen of Wands, there is this female who's creating a magic, because this person has an energy of has a psychic energy or has an energy of intuition. And if you see, there is a black cat here. Now she has the capability to be very positive, amazing, good energies, or be very negative. Choice definitely is yours, that do you want to take this key and move out in the world and just be happy, or know that wherever you are closed right now, maybe because of COVID you're feeling like that, but wherever you're closed right now, it's not the end of the story. There's key right there. You have to just take care of yourself, prepare yourself, and then you can actually go out. You don't have to surrender to any negative energies who are telling you anything negative. And when you do, definitely there is more better situations for you, more power for you. The juggling that is there is for around 2 months. So maybe for around 2 months you will have to juggle, but it's not that the resources are not available. Things are available, resources are available, but you will have to look for it. You will have to become positive about it. So if it is a relationship, I would say that whoever is the person maybe may not be the right person for you. You should have to actually move out, take a step. If you are into a problematic relationship, you should take step either to clear the energies, either to take your power back and change that relationship because you have the power, or step out of it. If it's a job, it's a work situation. If you don't have a job, understand that it's not that it's all gone. Maybe a month or 2, maximum 2, and things will start changing for you, provided you become positive, provided you start taking steps. It is anything in your life, you have to take steps. You have to know that the key is with you. It is your choice whether you want to surrender to the devil or take that key and actually open the door. So choice definitely is with you. The surrender message for you is saying that surrender to joy. It says a key, and there is a key in that card, right? The key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So we all have difficult times, and this is a difficult time that we have. Not that this difficult time is going to lead to more difficult time or fear or problems. There are that devil energy that is creating that fear in us, that is creating those things that we are helping you, but actually they are creating that fear. They're trying to make us this puppet who's completely fearful, succumbed completely and not doing anything. But don't get into fear. Have faith, live your life, be joyful, know that it's not the end, know that the key to the door is still with us. It's just a limited situation. So whether it is any situation in your life, know that you need to be joyful, you need to be happy, you need to be rolling, you need to be knowing that everything is going to be all right and everything is going to move to something better. The angel message for you guys is again on the same lines. It says let go. And there are situations, right, where we cannot control the things. So we have to let go and just let the things happen with living every day of life. Like if you're thinking that I'm going to die tomorrow, I'm going to die tomorrow, I'm going to die tomorrow, you're going to die one day anyways. But you will die every day because you are thinking of dying. But if you start living, even 1 minute of living is worth it. The card says once you let go of the outcome, you will be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and the guidance of the spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. We are here to show you that by letting go of your present outcomes, it's sometimes necessary to take an alternative route to your destination in life. Equally, as you navigate a new route, you may find that the ultimate destination changes to the one that's for your higher good. Don't ignore signs and symbols that are presented to you at this time, as this is spirit providing directions and pointers to guide you along your journey. Be brave and let go of the plans and ideas that are not working. Trust and follow the energy that is guiding you to a new direction. Energy is like an ebb and flow to the tide, and through a higher awareness, you can tap into the energy and flow with it. Past inhibitions, self-doubts, and confidence issues fade away as you let go of and trust the spirit will guide you to where you need to be. So whatever situation in your life is right now, know that the spirit is guiding you. It is guiding you on the right path. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be fearful. You don't have to lose confidence. You don't have to be worried about anything, because everything that is happening, it's your last card. It says the fates. It's all decided. It's all fate, and you have to go through it to get to a better world, to get to a more miraculous, beautiful life. This card says, this is number 17, number 8, infinity number. This card says, the Serenity Prayer sums up to the meaning of this card. So basically, I'll give you a crux of it. This card says basically that we pray to the God that give us the awareness or give us the ability to accept things that we cannot change. Have the courage to change the things that we can, and same them, have the wisdom, have the knowledge that what can we change and what we cannot change. There are things in our life which we have never control over. These conditions are brought by the evolution of the collective, by nature and by your past experiences, because this is all fated. This is all predesigned for the greater purpose of your spirit or soul or your energy or mankind. In this lifetime, you cannot understand that. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events are happening, but you can accept the mystery and the work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. So what you cannot change, don't worry about it. Don't be fearful of it. Don't be bothered by it, but just accept and let the things flow. It is ultimately for your greater good. The relationship messages, other people are who they are. You cannot change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is the time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit in your view or how they should be, so you can remain in relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. So if there is, don't try to change the other person, or other person should not try to change you in the relationship. And if that's the situation, either you move on, either you change that and move on, leave the person, or understand that there is a learning here. So learn your lesson. Love unconditionally for each of us in our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. हम सब की अपनी journey है. We all have our own journey and we cannot change the journey of any other person. So be aware that this relationship is indeed fated and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. So this relationship is there because it is meant to be there and you need to evolve. So whether you evolve and leave this person or whether you evolve or be with this person, the choice is yours, but you'll have to accept and stop trying to change the other person or trying to change yourself. Prosperity messages or your career or your work. This says your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You're being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose. You can't see that has been determined by the fates. So if there is a situation in your work, in your money, in your life where you are not understanding and where you feel that it has been pushed on you, or you've been forced to do this, or you've been forced to be in this situation, you don't know that fate has something under it. Fate has something better for you. It can be a situation you are unprepared for, or you may not understand how it will benefit you at the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it. And serenity, you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. So whatever the situation is, if you ride on this tide, you will actually see some better things happening for you. So like I said, that's something that you cannot change. Try to go with the flow. The protection messages, it is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet, what to do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, and how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can or cannot change, serenity will come to you. So basically the cards are saying that whatever is happening right now, know that it is happening because it is meant to happen in that way. Don't give up to devil energy. Don't think that they will make you something better by putting you in fearful things, whether it is a relationship, whether it is anything else. Know that things will work out. Learn your lesson, and what you cannot change, don't try to push to change it. Just accept it, surrender to the divine, and you will flow into something better. Now the third set of cards, number 3, the black pile. It says there is a card of Emperor, there is a card of Two of Swords, and then there is a Knight of Swords. Now this says that at times what happens is that we get into so much of power play, or we get into so much of energy of ours that we want to kind of play our points right, play our this is basically we want to play our cards right. We want to like just win this chess game, and we don't know or we don't realize what are we sacrificing for it. At the same time, what happens is at times there are people in our life who kind of are very arrogant. They are very adamant. They want you to do a certain thing in a certain way, or at times we become that in our life, and that happens because we have some past experiences and we've not learned our lessons from those past experiences. But what we've done is we've put this blindfold on our mind, on our eyes, because of this negativity, because of all those past experiences that we are carrying. And when we are into that energy, we cannot move to something better. So it is time where you actually don't be arrogant, don't be adamant. Yes, be in your power, but at the same time, let go of the past, let go of the blindfolds that you've put on yourself, and create a new journey for yourself. Leave whatever is not needed for you and just take with you what is needed for you. If it is a relationship, I would say that this relationship is probably not for you. Don't get over emotional in it. Don't make yourself be worried about it and move forward. It is about a career. If something is not working out, don't be too adamant. You have something better in flow for you, so move for that. If it is your family, your relationships, if it is you're losing your loved ones, becoming very emotional about it, or somebody pushing you to do something, somebody trying to again make you into a fearful situation, giving you a fearful story, the time is when you don't get blindfolds on you. Don't let these negative energies, these crows kind of say that kai kai in your ears and make you all blindfolded and stuck and feel that, oh, there is no way out, there is no tomorrow. There is. So there is a better day, there is a better life. Also, your communications are very important when this card comes. So communicate from passion, communicate from empathy, communicate from love, and let go of your past. Forgiving or letting go is very important for you. The surrender message for you is: surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. Like I said, this card anyway says the Emperor is somebody who's very stringent, who's arrogant, who's adamant, I am only right. This is the time to let go of that attitude, let go of the past, let go of negative attitude, and you will see the positive changes in your life. The second card is memories, and this is the message from the energies. And we all have memories in our mind, right? There are a lot of memories that we have in our mind, but the choice is always ours as to how we look at these memories. So the card is: your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world. For neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you may have for one another. So if you've lost your loved ones, if there is any kind of memories that you have attached with your life, with your loved ones, with your relationships, with your life, how it was in past before COVID, the cards are saying that memories always connect. They always connect with people, with energies, with situations. Memories often arise at different times. Some totally expected, others when you least expect them. The power of love works both ways. As your loved ones in the spirit world could be thinking of you at the exact same time you are thinking about them. Spirit presents this card to you so that you remember your loved ones when they were at their happiest and healthiest. So basically this means that because you are thinking about a situation, or you're thinking about some loved ones of yours, if they might also be thinking of you at the same time. Their energy might be connected with you. That is why think about only the happy times, only the good times. Do not remember them if they were sick or hurt before they went to the spirit world, for they are whole again and beautiful. So they are again beautiful, they are again amazing. So don't think about the bad memories, don't think about how sick they were, think about how good they were, how happy they were. Take out the happiest picture of them and look into their eyes. Notice that spark and joy that shines out from their soul. This is how they truly are now. When you remember the wonderful loving memories and thoughts, no matter what the situation, you are infused with that positive energy. This can help you stay connected to your loved ones and also attract the highest and the best for you here in the physical world. So when you actually look at memories in a positive way, when you actually look at your loved ones' pictures in a positive way, that energy goes to them also, and it comes back to them also, because in soul world everyone is beautiful, everything is complete, and that energy kind of takes you towards your higher self also. So don't be scared for yourself also, because losing life, you're going to become something more complete and more happy. So you don't have to be worried about that. If you don't kill yourself by yourself, because that's the worst thing that you can do to yourself, because then you are not respecting your own body. That ways you actually going to be more incomplete in the soul world. But if you're not doing that to yourself and it's naturally happening, you don't have to be worried about it. You don't have to be afraid of anything. You don't have to be afraid of death even, because that's beautiful. And that's what the cards are saying. Look for happy things, look for happy memories, and you will see happiness or highest good happening for you. The last card is mending. It says, each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate the unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to a very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments we have rehearsed over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So if there is anything in your life, like I said, your cards say that there are things that you are sitting upon, there are things that you are carrying in your mind, there are memories that you are carrying, there are bad things or negativity that you are carrying. It is time to mend it. It is time to reclaim your power. It is time to not get into anything negative. It is time to not rehearse those arguments or those memories over and over again. Just let go, and you will set yourself free. You will see changes in your life. Relationship messages, you have come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effect of the hurt that is impacting everything you do. Even if you are not aware of it, the energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? The only good will come of forgiveness and the honest redress. So love always is forgiving. It's always loving. It's always honest. So don't close your heart. Rather, if there is a hurt that has happened, it is hurting you and the other person as well. Rather than closing your heart, open your heart, forgive. Ask for forgiveness in your heart. Forgive. Practice let go exercise. Practice forgiving exercise, and you will see energies changing. Prosperity messages, everyone makes mistake, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost a sign of long-term sustainable prosperity. At times that happens, we take that step. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first but ultimately lead to a loss or a failure. It's time to forgive yourself and others. Don't blame anyone else. You get to start again, wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who may have taken advantage of you. Let go and learn from this. You are now that much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view from this perspective. So anything that happens in your life, there's never a loss, there's never a waste. It's always a learning. And when you take that learning, when you forgive everyone in the past, when you take your learning and know that I can achieve something much better. So whatever happened, whatever people did in my life, they pushed me to something better. Then you will definitely go to something better. Last, again, very important message. It says protection message. Heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief stripes away our masks and loosen our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as a part of larger scheme, opening us to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we cannot hold ourselves together. So it happens when we are into a good energy, or not good energy, into a very, very proud energy. We take ourselves as me and take the world as it. But when I'm into the energy where I'm sad, I want somebody to be with me. I want the world to be with me, to support me, and it opens me to empathy. It opens me to receive a lot of love and support. So if you are into that energy, don't worry about it. You're opening up to the world, and it leads to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this truth. So you are definitely supported by the souls, you're definitely supported by the Spirit, you are definitely supported by the guides, and that is why you don't have to feel alone. And if there is anything happening in your life, it is actually opening you to wide open world. At times, to open our heart, it is important to break our heart. So whatever is the sorrow, whatever is the pain, please let go of it, and you will move to something much better. I hope this helps you. If it does, please give me the feedback and the questions that you want me to do a pick a card reading for, and I will see you really soon. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Bye bye.